Now we'll do some pinching at the jawline. So I'll take the jaw, the chin and the jaw between my thumb and my first finger on both sides, and apply a little lift and a squeeze and pinch out along the jaw. You can also do short circles just below the jawline. Use your finger pads. Go just below the jaw. What I'm doing is going just below the jawbone right here and applying some circles, not very deeply, and I'm not going very far down. I'm staying so that my fingers are still pressing up against the jaw bone, just pressing it from underneath. So we can do that on both sides at the same time as well. Once you've done several sets of circles below the jawline, you can do another set of circles above it. Again, starting close in at the chin, moving outward along the jawbone toward the ear. I'm going to move back in towards the center next. We'll do a little bit of work right around the mouth. We'll take our fingers, pull them along the bottom part of the mouth, just below the bottom lip. I'm going to pull all the way out to the edge of the jawbone there, and then you can do the same thing just above the upper lip. So 2 fingers together at the midline, pulling out towards the outside. And then if you want, you can do both at once, using your first finger and your thumb. Place it above and below the top and bottom lips and strip outwards. So I'm going to press down just a little bit. I'm not really pinching. I'm using pressure into the face with the sides of my fingers.
De rester dans ton dos et de penser aux côtes qui vont vers le haut et vers l'arrière, et de relâcher le cou et de penser que ta tête va vers le haut et vers l'avant. D'accord? Alors, pense que l'articulation de la tête se fait à ce niveau-là. Jusque-là, c'est colonne vertébrale, d'accord? Et la tête est libre sur la colonne vertébrale. Voilà, de rester plus tranquille. Là, comment tu te sens?
Bien.
Sens mieux. Voilà. Alors, au début, souvent les danseurs classiques, mais pas que les danseurs classiques, souvent quand on replace la tête et qu'on demande à la personne de relâcher dans le cou et penser que sa tête va vers le haut et vers l'avant, on aura un problème de focus. C'est-à-dire que comme on est tellement habitué à regarder là, quand la tête reprend sa position naturelle, on a l'impression de regarder souvent vers le bas. C'est ça, hein? Alors il faut que les yeux retournent en face des trous, disons, reprennent leur place, d'accord? Et pas penser de regarder, mais laisser les images. C'est un échange entre toi et le monde, d'accord? Laisser les images venir à toi et donc relâcher le regard. Tu peux aussi penser que tu as des yeux derrière pour ne pas oublier justement qu'on ait un volume, l'espace derrière, devant et sur les côtés.
Yes, yes. So I think the intensity of Alexander does tend to work better. If Justin was coming once a week for 30 weeks, you'll be much further advanced in developing this capacity for psychophysical stillness and inhibition.
So this cranium, this atlas, can start having more movement. That is good enough. Yeah. Still up. pulling the whole of the neck, but the whole of the spine. As much as the, remember, everything's connected, you want to let everything go along with it. Back. Right, you're still feeling your spine? Feeling more now, isn't it?
Much more.
Yeah, much more. Now you can feel all the way down to your toe.
Yeah.
Good. Well done.
So the first thing we're going to do is actually something similar to what we did with the scalp massage. We're going to separate our fingers, put them on either side of the ear, but this time we're going to close our fingers in just a little bit and kind of tug the ear upwards as you go up. As I do this, I'm leaning forward, closing my fingers just a little bit, and then leaning back to tug the ear up just a little bit as we do this. I'll usually do 4 or 5 of these. So we'll do 2 more. Once you've done that, what we're going to do is basically sort of sweep and pinch the earlobe. So I'm going to start down here at the bottom of the earlobe. I'm going to put the earlobe between my thumb and first finger, and I'm going to sweep my thumb over the forefinger. So it's going to be kind of a sweeping motion, sort of a pinch and sweep. So I'm going to slowly move up the ear. At the top of the ear, I'm going to give a little bit more of a tug, kind of pull on the tissue a little bit. It'll give a good stretch to the ear, and then I'm going to start down at the earlobe again. So go all the way down and all the way back up. We'll do a 3rd time. So again, I'm doing both ears at once. Pinch and sweep. I'm not pinching very hard, and I'm pulling up at the very top. The last thing we'll do around the ear is a series of circles. Again, I'm going to use my finger pads, so the tips of my fingers. I'm going to start at the earlobe at the bottom, and I'm going to do both earlobes at the same time, or both ears at the same time. I'm just going to do a small series of circles. I'm going to put my fingers as close as I can get them to where the ear attaches into the skull. I'm going to go all the way around until the front of the ear. So we're going to make complete circles around the ear. So that's 1. We'll start again on the back. I'm doing this on both sides at once, so this feels really good. As I do the circles, I'm kind of pressing a little bit into the tissue of the ear.
Your neck is fine, and I'm going to help you prevent a reaction. So I'm going to now move you forwards, Justine. You're going to come with my hands, that's fine. I'm going to move you backwards. I'm going to move you forwards, that's fine too. At a certain point, you're pretty much over your feet there. I'm going to ask you in a second to stand, and I'm going to look after you. At the same time as I ask you to stand up with your feet right now. That's it, all the way up, and then bend the knees. And then stand up with the heels. Good. And then bend the knees. And then again, stand up with the heels. And bend the knees. I mean, I'll probably, maybe for the purpose of the camera, I don't really know. But for now, if I said to you, what part of your body was working just now? What did you feel was actually...
My legs.
Correct. Your legs. And what was working less?
My upper body.
Correct. So from here upwards, you probably didn't feel it was doing too much. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, that's right.
But what was working? So right now I'm just moving your head here, and I'm moving your head here. And you're allowing me, to the best of your ability, you're just letting me do the movements. You're not taking them over. And sometimes when I'm working, there might be a bit of silence. And in the silence, I'm still working away. And what I'm doing is I'm placing my hands in different places in order to communicate something. And what I'm communicating is a certain quality within you of letting. The moment you're physically letting me move you, which corresponds to an emotional or mental letting of you allowing me to be in control, so to speak. Yes? If anything feels weird or uncomfortable or whatever, you just let me know. So now I've got my hands here. I'm going to ask you to bend your knees.
Tight? Mm-hmm. Just enjoy that. Enjoy. Bit pain, but tough love, innit? Yeah? Not pain, but tension.
No pain.
Yeah, just tension, innit? That's it. It's tough love. Showing. Bit tough love. Look at that tap, man. Whew. I'm getting a tattoo done on the 4th of October.
Vers le haut. Donc c'est pas quelque chose de tenu dont on demande, mais c'est toujours dans la mobilité. Alors, juste pour vous remontrer quelque chose, c'est-à-dire que quand il faisait la mauvaise position, quand il pousse sa cage thoracique vers l'avant, et il y a souvent cette idée d'ouvrir, et donc qu'est-ce qu'ils font les danseurs? Ils vont fermer leur omoplate en pensant que ça sert à l'ouverture. Et justement, c'est tout le contraire qu'il faut penser, mais à éloigner, à ouvrir, à penser aux directions vers l'extérieur.
Release, let go. Breathing. 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 Thank you. So here now we're going towards the side that needs the help the most, and it's this right side. Once again, holding on to those traps from where the cervical. I want to help these arms a bit more now. Still tight, isn't it? Just keep breathing. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Yes, keep breathing. Keep breathing. So we patted the spine from the other direction, now we're patting down this direction.